Hooligans by Vic Mensa. Vic Mensa has had an eventful 2018, giving out free shoes to the kids for schools in Chicago after police tried to set them up, and mentioning a dead XXXTentacion in his BET hip-hop cypher. More recently apologizing to XXX's mother, Vic hasn't been seen in the best light since the incident. Hooligans is the first project since the release of his album, The Autobiography, in 2017. How do we feel about it? Here's our honest review of Hooligans by Vic Mensa.
Hooligan by Vic Mensa. And I don't have it pulled up.
Save money.
You said what?
Save money.
Yeah. How you feel about this album artwork, man?
I ain't gonna lie, when I first saw it, it creeped me out. I was like, bro, look at his eyes. But other than that, I thought it was alright. It was just like kind of disturbing at first when you first glance at it. But I guess for an EP, it was cool.
Yeah, first of all, first thing I want to say is, to me, it looked like a little bit like XXXTentacion on the cover. You
really?
You don't get that vibe?
No, I didn't.
Like, just from the whited out eyes, like, for a second, I actually had to go and Google, like, what XXX tats look like, because I didn't know who had more tats, or if it was kind of like but, you know, it's all right.
Yeah.
More so, I like the way everything is along the left side with the name. I like the font he's using. I like the structure they put the album and the song titles and everything like that. And then it also says in smaller print, if you can zoom into it, it says Vic Mensa helped produce on this project.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting, man. The flow of this project, man, is I want to say it's your typical Vic Mensa. I will say that I was a little taken aback that he's back on the drugs again. Or, I mean, he kind of said that in one of the songs.
Said it. Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. I mean, Future says he does drugs too. So did 50 Cent. So, but it's just a small collection of songs. I don't feel like there's no cohesiveness to it or anything like that. I don't feel like that was really the point either. I mean, that's kind of like the flow is just kind of like no holds barred to me as far as the flow went.
Yeah, most definitely. It definitely seemed like it was just a collection of feelings and emotions that he was definitely going through in the process of recording this. But I still got the typical kind of Vic Mensa vibe. I mean, he brought the same kind of energy that he usually does to all his projects. So in that respect, it was Vic, all Vic.
Highlights for this joint, man. Look, In Some Trouble featuring Ty Dolla $ign is fire. Yeah. When I first read the song, I ain't even gonna lie, I thought they were talking about like being in trouble, like, you know, Ty being in trouble with the law, and then him being in trouble with the XXX thing, even though he's done a lot of good things throughout the year before that happened.
Right.
So that's where I thought the angle of the song was gonna go until I actually heard it.
Right.
But that song is fire. Reverse featuring G-Eazy is another one of them joints that's fire. And then Deserve It featuring Mr. Hudson, man. I really like that joint a lot. And I do like the one they got away in No Shoes. I like the way they handled that. But those are the highlights to me.
Yeah, I liked how it started off with Dancing in the Streets. I thought that was really, really dope. In Some Trouble, at first, I didn't like it because of this like typical drum pattern that you are accustomed to hearing. But the more I listened to, I got accustomed to it. Rowdy, I actually like just because of the energy. I thought the energy was dope between him and G Herbo. And the one that got away and Deserve It was like a great way to end the EP.
Low lights. Look, I don't really have a low light on as far as song wise per se, but I will say that this project didn't hit me like the last few Vic Mensa projects did. You know, I like the Autobiography. I like the what is the joint? There's a lot going on.
Yep.
The joint after that had Wings and, well, not Wing, but I think it had Rolling Like a Stoner before the album came out.
Yeah.
And those two projects, like, or those three projects, I liked a lot. And this one was kind of like, to me, it was, I want to say, a step forward and a step back at the same time. What I mean by that is just like, I felt like he got back on track from the songs that he released throughout the year that people were starting to get down on. I feel like these songs are a step forward, but at the same time, I don't feel like he didn't hook me with these songs. Like, these songs aren't going to be in my heavy rotation slot or anything anytime soon.
Yeah, there's definitely like a feeling of I need to show people I can do this kind of sound, kind of feeling. Not to say that he's trying to conform to another sound, but when you hear songs like Dark Things and Rowdy, it's just like, you know Vic can do that, but you know he can do better stuff than that. Not to say that he's not great at it, but it's just like, you know he can do that stuff. The only really low light I had was actually reverse. I didn't like that one. Like, I thought it was cool, but
Really?
it was just something that I thought was simple for Vic terms. G-Eazy's verse on there was nice, but other than that, I feel like I've heard him rap like that before. So that was really the only kind of low light I had, was the fact, like you said, this doesn't seem like anything like really a leap forward for Vic. This is like, we know that he can do this, but we know that he can do better things than this.
Final thoughts. Look, man, I like Vic Mensa a lot. But like I said, this project just didn't do it for me. It's got some highlights on it for sure. It's got some dope moments, some dope raps, some dope punchlines. Like, I had laughed a couple times, but I just don't see myself coming back to this a lot. That's just how I feel at the end of the day. And it's nothing against Vic. I'm definitely going to be the first person in line to check out his next project. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here for the videos, because the videos were kind of cool, because he got a video for In Some Trouble,
Okay.
and then Dark Things.
Okay.
And the videos are pretty cool. He's skateboarding in one of the videos.
That's what's up.
I just thought it was funny. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know Vic knew how to skateboard. But yeah, I mean, it's dope. It's cool, but it's not, I'm not blown away.
Yeah, but I think it's a good project. I just think it's just like, after listening to stuff like the Autobiography and everything like that, we like that more like really deep introspective type of side of Vic. But like, when I hear songs on here, it's not that I want to pass them up, but it's just like, yo, they're dope. I know Vic can do this, but I want to hear more from him, coming from like the side of like Autobiography or the 16 shots kind of EP feeling or whatever like that. So it's a really dope project. I like it a lot. It's just that I know that this isn't like the Vic that I cater to as much, but it's dope to see him do styles like this and kill it with all his energy, because you'll feel it from him, like especially when he transitions from rapping and singing and everything like that. He's really, really good at that. And I think that, you know, you say he had touch on the production and everything as well. I think he has a really good ear for production. So hopefully we'll get to see more of that going down the line.
Final grade, man, I'm still going to give it a check, because I still think you should definitely check this out. But I'm going to say, I don't see where the replay value is in this a lot.
Okay.
I just like what Vic does. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, man, I give it a check, man. Despite everything that people have been saying, like every time I see comments about Vic, it's always down, negative, and depressed and everything. I still think Vic is a great artist. I mean, everybody has their downfalls or whatever they're going through and whatever they're meaning to, or you're not going to agree with them most of the time where they're at. But as an artist, Vic is very talented, and I think he makes great music.